5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Crash Landing. This is episode 2 of the Crash Landing modpack by Iskadar. As you can see, we are absolutely surrounded by mobs left, right and centre above us. And this is our first night. And we are now going to have to basically work through the night to survive. Now, the best thing that we can start doing is sieving some of our materials. Or some of our dust rather, just so we can get some, oh that was a bang, just so we can get some much needed resources to start the processing. That was another one. And once it's daytime outside, what we will do is set up our first tree. Just going to quickly, there's some very pleasant spiders out there, lovely. It's going to be fun to look at in the morning. Yeah, so in the morning our first job will be to get a tree planted and start some wood farming, and then we can start some tools being built with Tinker's Construct. But for now, overnight, I've got 40 pieces of dust. I'm going to go and sieve those while being blown up, and what I'll do is see you in a minute once it's hopefully daytime and I've sieved this dust, and I'll show you the resources that I've gathered. Okay, I'll catch you soon. Okay, welcome back guys. As you can see, this has been the outcome of what we've got. So we've got a bit of pulverised gold, I think it's cobble, iron, all the other bits that you can get. Still got our saplings there, our water bottles. So we've got our first 2 cobblestone. So we'll quick look at the quest book just to get a reminder if there's anything else that we can get now. So next on the place, we've got our salts, desperate times. As you may have noticed, the lack of food on the planet, well, I have a temporary solution. You aren't going to like it much, but given the only alternative is starving to death, that's right, we're going to have to cook up some rotten flesh once we can go and get it. All that dust around us, it's covered in salt. Mix it with the rotten flesh once we go outside at daytime. We're going to get some zombie jerky to eat. Won't that be tasty? Some new tools, stone hammer, which we can make now, but there's no point if we don't have a bone crook as well. We've completed all the other quests for now. The only other one here, we've got important information. If we die, we have to exit the game and come back in just to sync something, but I'll show you if and when that happens. Hopefully we won't die anytime soon, as that would suck. As you can see in the top left hand corner, it's still sort of 4 in the morning, so it's not quite morning yet. And these things are in my base, and they're not going to die with ease. This is going to be a fun time. Just going to put the cold water away, as I don't need that yet. But I'm running low on my camel pack, so I will need some water, and we will need desperately to get some growth going soon of our trees. Let's get the gun out, and there we go. Not the most effective weapon in the world, but it will do. Let me just kill a couple of things that are inside the perimeter before daytime starts. And once we've got some resources going, it'll be easy to refill this. It's only gunpowder and arrows, not too hard. Lovely poison spider, won't that be fun? Oh, skeleton. There we go, everything's starting to burn now because it's turned to daytime. Very noisy outside. Oh, there's the skeleton, there we go. Only real thing you've got to be worried for when you're overnight is the spiders, because they're the only real threat to you. That was very scary and very stupid. That was almost the first death. I'd rather not die within 20 minutes of starting a second part of an episode. Come on, spider. It'll be a tough one as well. There we go. Right, okay. As you can see on the map now, all spiders are dead. So it's just a case of going around, collecting resources. And what we're really going to want to do is try and trap creepers in a certain area. And then we can go unimpeded around. That's a skeleton that's not dead. That's going to be really dangerous. Okay, there's a creeper bringing a zombie round for me, isn't he kind? Real lack of resources going on here with no weapon. I think I'm just going to have to skip some tools and grow some trees. I think that's the most important thing for now. Just so I can get some basic tools and weapons made with bone meal. That's far enough out. So we have bone meal and we have saplings. Nice and easy punch tree, get wood. Then with this we're going to make a full set of Tinker's items, so some stencils or blank patterns, stencil table tool set, and then what we're going to be looking to make is some bone tools with the bone meal, primarily a mattock, because that's good for attacking enemies with, a hatchet, a shovel, and that should get us going for now. So I know we need one of those, and I've already made a mistake. Hopefully I'll get another sapling out of this. I did, thank God for that. Because we need a normal piece of wood as well. Bit of string, that'll always be handy to make a bed eventually. And that's a mega tree, there we go. Does vein miner work with me doing this? It does. Okay. Apologise if you think that's cheaty, but it's part of vein miner, because I could punch it with my hand as normal. Hopefully I will get a sapling out of that. So we need, I've already got one of those. What do we need? Right, so some patterns. 5 should be enough. One with a piece of oak gets me a part builder. One with that gets me a tool station. So that'll turn into normal wood. One with that gets me a stencil table, chest, and one gets me a pattern chest. And then we're going to want to make some more blank patterns. Apologies if you already know all of this, but obviously I want people to know what's happening. So I put the tool station there, part builder, stencil table, pattern chest. I know people sound like the flat ones like that. I don't really mind, it doesn't bother me. Okay, so stencil tables. Make a tool rod just for the hell of it, make a pickaxe just for the hell of it, shovel, and that's all we can really make for now. And then we're going to want a shovel and an axe. There's a little bug with this, it's not working properly. So we want 2 axe heads for a mattock and a shovel, 2 shovel heads for a mattock and a shovel, and then we're going to want 1, 2, 3 of those. Put our stencils away, and then time to make a weapon. Our items. So hatchet, going to be good for obviously chopping down the trees quicker, and it'll also be good for killing some mobs. Mattock's good for tilling dirt for farming eventually. So let's bind those. Quest book. Yeah, well, look at this. saplings for days. Now, one of the most important things we're going to need to do eventually, or as soon as possible, is get some shears, as the shears will allow us to get loads of these. Oh, it won't break. Get loads of the leaves, as then with the leaves we can burn those up easier. Right, hopefully the 5 minutes isn't up and I can just pick up the goodies that have dropped. What creeper is this? Oh, it's an armoured creeper. Obviously after 5 minutes things start to despawn, so you need to be careful. I have my 1 bit of PB&J to give me a bit of health regen. I hope you're enjoying the start of the series. So this is all new to me, so if you are enjoying it and you do want to see me do some more of this, I'd love you to hit a like and subscribe, as it would really help me out. Stay away from that pyrotheum. What I'm going to do now is just dig a load more dust out. Oh, and that was silly. I have not been paying attention to my camel pack. Where's, I must have a cold water. Water is going to be essential soon. So we're already at 2 PM. All I'm going to go and do now is dig out a load of this dust, as that will allow me to secure the perimeter a bit better so they can't escape when they're starting to burn, just to make sure the trench is definitely too deep everywhere, and also get me some more dust for resources. So I'm probably in a time lapse again here, and I will catch up with you once it's probably nearer night time and we're good to go for the next day. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back everyone. As you can see, night time is upon us for the second time. We're still here. We have our second life, which is super handy. What I'm going to quickly do now is process 2 of these into some water until we get shears through some iron using a furnace. It's pretty much the best thing you can do. As you can see, I've also snagged the clay, as I know a quest coming up is going to be, oh, I've got some coal, that's handy. A quest coming up is going to be to make a crucible, which again is going to be imperative for production of water. I've got a few ideas on how to automate that quite quickly. So what I'm going to do now is let that, oh no, massive mistake. I forgot that even a deactivated one of those will still continue to steal your water. Oh well, that's my mistake, and I'm going to have to live with it. So, let me see what I've got. Okay, so what it's going to be a case now, I think I can go ahead and complete this quest with the salt. Let's go and have a look. Where's my salt? There it is. Get a couple of bits of zombie jerky. Not going to be very pleasant, but needs must, and we need to try and survive. And it will also, I know, open up a new quest chain. Hopefully it does still let me complete it. So there we go, 4 more zombie jerky, and then we go. So we've now got even more desperates. Zombie jerky on its own probably wasn't enough. Dino straits, anything will look edible, so silkworms. That'll be by using a crook, which I'm going to make in a minute, to crook the leaves on our tree. Let me make 2 of those. Usually I have a tidier inventory than this. I'm being quite messy at the moment. But again, we can't go outside yet. So all 3 of those are now cold water bottles, I guess. If we're desperate, something we can use. I'm going to quickly make as well. Just a couple of chests. One will be for actually all the sieved items. So I've got somewhere else to store them, I don't really want them in there. Put mob drops in here as well. Put all of that in there. And then this one will be just for blocks and such. We need some new ammo desperately. But yeah, water's going to be our main item that we need. Don't have water, we are going to die. It's as simple as that, really. It's essential. So, I've got some iron for some shears. Once we get shears, we are set for water. We're going to be in a good spot. And I completely ballsed all of that up with that initial water. What I'm going to do is carry on sifting until daytime. And then day is when we'll actually set up some proper trees and get going. So once again, I will see you in a moment. Just a quick note, managed to get enough stone to make a furnace, so I'm quickly cooking up the cold water bottles just to make some water bottles, as that will help me stave off getting dehydrated. I've also made this slab furnace with the basic intent that it doesn't give out heat like the normal furnace does, and it'll also allow me to cook up a couple of pieces of iron to get some shears, which will allow me to super shear a bunch of trees, which I can then put the leaves in the transposer. I'm going to waste another one of these batteries, but that will allow me to get some immediate water production. There is a better method that I'm going to be using in a moment once I've got the resources. But for now, needs must, and I need water quickly. As you can hear by the lovely sounds going outside, the mobs are being killed, and they're out of food again. So I'm going to get some bone meal. We've got our saplings. I'll put the dust away for now, because I don't need it. And also the book away, so I don't need that. I'm going to go and kill the remainder of the mobs. I'm pretty sure this is a creeper one, which is going to be horrible. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, that was very clenchy time, and I was very worried that I was going to die there. I'm going to eat this. There are so many creepers outside, it is unreal. I really need the drops. Let me see what I can get away with. What are you doing there? You're a good shot. I'm better. Right, all the mobs caught inside, because I know I can safely. Yeah, just gonna. They are really tracking. Might let these whoa, I'm gonna die. That's why we have sync installed, and that's why we took the easy route. That was very, very mean of it. Let me punch that quickly. Luckily we do get a gravestone. I'm gonna be right back, just need to save and quit. Well, I guess you can watch this, it doesn't really matter, I've got nothing to hide. We are doing this all legit. That was very mean of that creeper. I think an enemy actually threw that creeper at me. That's how mean it was. And that's how mean these mobs are. That they throw enemies at each other. Oh, come on. Don't hit me. Put that back on. But all I've done now, I've just quickly sectioned off a part of the map. Just so I can try and get, oh god. Smart, fast little things they are. Right, oh, I'm in a bit of a panic here. Where's my axe? I think someone stole my axe. Oh no, there it is. I thought one of them had stolen it. I'm just going to let them blow each other up. I'm going to try to anyway. None flew up, did they? Nope. Oh, I'm very nearly dead again. I thought we were at night time then, all of a sudden. I wonder where the day had gone. As you can see, this game is incredibly mean. Let me use my hatchet, I'm pretty sure it does more attack. But once we've... Alright, now we have everything dead, we can go and get all these goodies. Now all these bones and this zombie flesh is going to really help us out to survive. Bones especially, as we can be the repair item for our tools. Eventually we're going to be able to make some stock with spider's eyes if we manage to get any to drop. Arrows will obviously refill our gun. And the gunpowder of course is the other thing that refills our guns. So everything here is just very important, and this daily collection process, I might need to find another way to do it because that is tough. That was really tough. I'm glad I took the easy route now, because otherwise it would be game over already. Right, important, we need to get trees, and we need to get shears, and we need to refill my camel pack. So I have my shears, thank god, I thought I'd just lost them. Another mega tree, super. And again, this is through the Vein Miner mod. This is working. I'm just going to turn my music down, so that seems very loud all of a sudden. And then I can do that to destroy it. As I say, it's the only mod that I've installed separately, purely because it will speed up things no end, and it still uses my item durability, so it's not as if it's a free giveaway or anything. Right, let's get some water on the go. As you see, my shears are nearly destroyed already, just with that one tree. We only got like, what, 3 and a bit stacks, so yeah. I don't see value, but it just gives me speed. We can also use the crook. I don't know if doing it with the crook gets us... Oh, I just wasted 2 bullets. So I don't know if the crook gets us these silkworms. I might have to crook it normally, which is fine. I don't mind doing a bit slow. It's just I like things a bit hastier sometimes. So perfect water. So we got a lot of saplings out of that as well. Eventually what we're going to do is cook the leaves in a crucible, as that will speed things up as well. Okay, food. I think we're going to have some more zombie jerky. Lovely. So put all of this away. See, lots of bones. That'll be good for bone meal. Let's check our quest book. Is there anything that we've unlocked? So tools. I can do the tools. No, because I used them with stone. Excellent. And that's out of power. Fantastic. Can I take that out? I think I've got a way to charge it, but I don't know. No, that doesn't charge it. Superb. So we now have only got the one. Oh no, it is charging it. Excellent. I just have to have it selected. Oh, we're at 67%. I just didn't want to lose another life. I think if we get to about 10k on that, it should be okay. What I'm going to do is be right back, and we will continue with the quest. So see you in a moment. Okay, welcome back everyone. As you can see, this is slowly rebuilding my shell, but I don't think I'm going to have enough power for it. We have got some water, however, so we can put that. That should work. Oh no, it doesn't have any power. That's no good. Okay, looking at how long the episode's going to be, I've got no recording, so what I'm going to do is leave it here. Between this episode and the next episode, I'm basically going to carry on farming at night, over a few nights, gather some resources, and won't do too much, don't worry, I won't skip ahead with any quests, I'll save any quests. I mainly want to get another shell organised, and then what we'll do is catch back up with this, and we'll have some water on the way, and I'll see you then. So as I say, if you've enjoyed this, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it helps me out massively. And I'm also on, let's say, Twitch. I do nightly streaming rather. But I'll catch you for the next episode. Take it easy.